What's up, guys? RaininStormwake here, and this is actually the third game we played against GRS. As you guys probably saw in the first video, the end of the second game there was a mass disconnection. The game was really close, so the game had to be replayed. Unfortunately, in my opinion, GRS had the upper hand, and it was fairly likely that they would have won the game. So I apologize to GRS for that. It really sucks. But that being said, in this game, as you will see, one of their members, Jericho, actually DCs about a minute, with a minute left on our offensive round, and he comes back about a minute into their offensive round, and I don't know, there's a really big point difference, and as you guys have probably seen, these games are different than the rest of the tournament series that I've uploaded. And these are actually point-starved games. GRS is a point-starving team, and they're very good at it. And much respect to GRS for being a good point-starving team and definitely giving us a lot of trouble. We actually had to switch up our sets, and we had to go with 5 normal streak. We had to we just had to switch up our sets and use different abilities and play differently than we would prefer, and we had to basically adapt our strategy to be able to beat this team. So very good games to you guys. And I just wanted to explain a little bit more about like the tournament rules, why things happened the way they did, to clear up any confusion that anyone might have about this series. So basically, earlier in the day, during the elimination bracket, before this bracket, before the semifinals, there was a few teams that didn't show up to the tournament. Like their players just didn't show up, and unfortunately, to make the tournament keep running, to actually like keep running the tournament forward, they actually had to bring, I believe it was God/WLP team and like I think 1 or 2 more teams forward that actually didn't even qualify for the elimination bracket, just so the tournament would move forward and we would actually be able to continue playing. So basically, unauthorized subs were then brought in as a rule that you could have unauthorized subs, and this inadvertently helped to GRS because 2 of their members apparently had to go to sleep, and I guess they're from Europe or something, so they had to go to sleep, and GRS wasn't going to be able to play at all. But because of these rules that were changed, unfortunately because of people not showing up, GRS was allowed to bring in this unauthorized sub, Jericho, and he actually caused a couple disconnect problems. Not the mass disconnect, I mean, I'm not going to blame that on him because who knows what caused that, but he disconnected in this game for about 2 minutes, and he disconnected at the start of at least another game that we tried to play. So he was causing some disconnection problems, which is really frustrating, and this definitely made our series take a little bit longer to complete than normal. And that's not GRS's fault, that's not Jericho's fault, that's no one's fault. It was just really unfortunate, and just the whole way the series and tournament played out was just really unfortunate. And I don't know, I wanted to apologize to GRS because, you know, they played good games and they were a really good team, and it's really unfortunate that they weren't able to have their original team because I mean things would have went a lot differently, but I mean, I don't know, they might have won the series, they might have went to the finals, and unfortunately, like, we'll never know, and that's just the way things go, I guess. But as far as like the judges ruled that we should move on to the finals because I mean, a couple of them, like 2 or 3 of them, agreed that, you know, this game was definitely ours even if Jericho had been in the game. And I mean, just simple math, like I've done the simple math, and this is a point-starved game, and as you'll see, at one point we're up by about 5,000 points, and at the end of the game we're up by 3,000 points, which is actually a higher total score than most people, than like at least like 3 or 4 people have in the entire game. So with the difference over 3,000 points, 2 minutes of Jericho being in the game definitely wouldn't have given them the win in this particular game. So that was my argument to the judges when they were making their rulings, and like I was hearing it being talked about on Twitter and stuff. That in combination with them being able to bring in an authorized sub because of a rule that was, you know, basically brought in at the beginning, and him causing disconnect problems. And my team, basically, we had no disconnect problems until this series. We showed up for every game. We didn't lose any until this series. We lost 1 at the start, as you guys saw. Just all this stuff put together, and this game I felt was a win either way. I feel like my team deserved to go to the finals, and that's why I kind of, I fought really hard for my team not to have to replay this series, because I feel like a replay of this series was unfair to my team. So, that being said, the judges did rule in our favor, and their judgment is final, and there was a little bit of drama about that, but it's over now. And I just wanted to kind of explain what was going on with this series, and why there was a game. I showed a game with mass disconnect, and I showed a game with player disconnecting. This game ended up counting in the series, and we moved on to the finals to face TR3. And those videos should be up on Sunday. I should have them up on Sunday. These should be going up tomorrow, which is Friday. You guys will be watching this on Friday. And okay, so as you can see, round 1 finishes, and I can't see how much we're up right now, but I believe it's over 5,000. And that actually might have been more if we would have had that one extra target for that minute that he DC'd during our offensive round. Chances are the gap would have been a little bit bigger in our favor, but I mean, who's to say? So yeah, I mean, we're up by 5,300 and something right now, so it's a pretty substantial lead. And I mean, I remember one person making an argument that his variety bonuses got reset and that might have helped him make up points. Well, that's not a very good argument, because variety bonuses can be regained, and he might have already had a variety or a greater variety, and he's able to actually regain those variety bonuses and get possibly up to greater variety again, since they're on the offensive round. So I mean, the variety argument's not a very good argument, and I'm pretty positive that a 3,000 point deficit was, while not completely impossible, very, very, very unlikely. So in my opinion, we won this game regardless. And very good games to GRS, and again, I'm sorry about the mass DC, it really sucks, but you guys played really well, gave us a lot of trouble, and we actually had to, after this series, we actually started practicing point starving, because we heard that TR3 point starved Giaquino's team,
I didn't even hear the gunshot,
and we wanted to be prepared for anything. So we actually went point starved for the rest of the week. The finals, there was like 4 or 5 days between this game and the finals, I believe. So we had a couple days to practice point starving, and you'll see in the games against TR3, they're point starved games as well. And I'm going to explain exactly why they're point starved games. And I mean, like I said, I heard that TR3 point starved. I saw a video of them point starving TDS. So I knew that point starving was likely going to be one of the strategies that they would be employing. And you'll see as we go into the TR3 series that they actually get the choice of starting on offense. So they force us to be on the defense first, and I made the call to point starve because I couldn't take the risk of us playing normally and then them like basically getting a bunch of points on offense and then them point starving us on defense. That would be like a guaranteed loss in the first game of the series. And when you're playing a tournament, unfortunately, I don't like point starving, but I mean, it is a legitimate strategy, and we couldn't take the risk of throwing away one game like that. So that is the reason why you will see point starving in the finals. And there's actually going to be a bonus game after the finals of basically the way that we would have liked the finals to have went. And Millhouse actually agreed that he wished that he would have agreed to a full, a walling final instead of a point starving final, because the walling game that we had was actually really fun, and I don't know, I think his team and my team enjoyed that walling game more. It was really close. So I look forward to that after the finals as well, and I'll probably do a more commentary over that one because I didn't get live comp of myself in that one. So hope you guys enjoyed that, and I hope that clears up any confusion. And I hope to see GRS in the next tournament. Again, sorry for all the shit that happened. It really sucks. Hopefully your entire team will be able to be there for the entirety of the games. And for anyone that enters the tournament, remember that tournaments, like matches, do run late, so be expecting that. And if you have a teammate that might not be able to be there the entire time, make sure you have a sub that will be there, that can be there the entire time. Even have like 2 subs. I think they're gonna allow at least like 2 subs in the next tournament, just to help like try to prevent the problems that happen in this tournament, because teams not showing up, members of teams not showing up, and rules having to be like changed just really ruins the entire tournament and makes it a lot more difficult for everyone. So keep that in mind for anyone entering tournaments. Just make sure, try to follow all the rules, try to be expecting delays and an extension of the time, because it does happen.
Yep.
Alright, this commentary, I rambled a lot, and it probably isn't that great, but I just wanted to try to clear up any confusion, and hope you guys enjoy the rest of the video, even though most of you probably aren't liking this very much, since it's like point starve. But, you know, maybe some of you are, maybe some of you like point starving, so whatever. Talk to you guys later, peace.
Well, it's not gonna matter anyways.
Your team has won.
Hopefully no lag out this time. If you want to Y out, you should keep pressing Y. You have to hold it. You have to hold it. Yeah. Oh, okay. We're teaching him how to Y out. No. Yeah, good game. No, it's okay.
Alright,
good luck.
Good luck, guys.
Yeah, go. What happened?
Semifinals.
Plus 200 for that.
We're counting that?
Nah, I don't think it would have mattered. We were up by 3K. I don't think they would have.
Yeah, and,
Like,
and
caught
that
up
was
in
a
with
one less
the-
target that we can kill, so.
Yeah. Alright, that was a good game, guys. Keep it up.
Yeah, good job, guys. You guys 50 streak on, right? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
You guys got 250 on, right? Alright. Alright, good. Bad. No, I don't like playing like this either.
Yeah.
Round 1.
We have to back out?
Yeah. One of
Your
Why?
us
objective
on our
is to
team.
work as a team.
Oh, no
to kill
shit.
the target.